In this video, I'm going to introduce you to the Create-A-Mate matrix, what it does, and how to fill it out, and it's really quite simple and self-explanatory. The Create-A-Mate matrix helps you to narrowly define your prototype perfect partner, or your PPP, as I'd like to call it. This tool helps you to narrow down the type of person you're looking for. This matrix is based on 40 of the top traits and characteristics we look for in a partner. For example, attractiveness, how far they live, intelligence, ethnicity, age, religion, height, weight, etc. When you enter a score from 1 to 5 for each of the values here, it statistically shows which traits and characteristics are most important to you when searching for a mate. Of course, the chemistry between you is very important, and I've also allowed for that variable as well. In order to refine the definition of your ideal partner, it was necessary to limit the number of 5s, 4s, and 3s, etc., so you could give your ideal partner. To mark each trait or characteristic, simply click on how you would rate each one. For example, first value is attractiveness, so in this section I'd say it's 4. Let's say, for example, it's location or proximity is not important at all, so I give it a 1. Intelligence is really important to me, so I give it a 5. The difference between traits and characteristics are that traits are inherited and characteristics are developed. However, both traits and characteristics are listed in here, so I just mentioned that for discussion purposes. The form is easier to fill out if you first select 8 of the most important traits or characteristics, ranking 5s, and then next you fill out 8 of the least important traits, ranking 1. Next you select 8 4s, and next you select 8 2s, and then complete it and make adjustments as you need it. The statistic bar on top here keeps track of how many you've marked to make it easier to complete. It's not necessary to complete the entire matrix to calculate the totals, but it's best if you do. You have the option to input a trait or characteristic that's not listed by deleting the text and replacing it with a trait or characteristics of your choosing. For example, age, you can go ahead and delete it and put in likes horses. So now that characteristic is transferred to the next matrix, and you'll see that in the next module. When you're done, click here, and your results are calculated and transferred to the Date Rater Evaluator. This is where you score how each of your dates compares as a percentage to your prototype perfect partner you created here on the matrix, and how they compare to each other. You can see across the top here all of those traits that you rated in the previous module are listed here, and all of the values that you gave them are listed here. You may have noticed that there are 5 tier levels. These tier levels were created because when you use the matrix or the scorecard to rate your dates in the next session, you'll notice that the tier 1 traits are the first traits you'll most likely score, because those are typically seen on the dating website profiles. Tiers 2 through 5 are typically determined later on when you first meet and as you get to know your date better. The values that you scored here will be automatically transferred to the Date Rater Evaluator at the top, and when you click on the button at the bottom of the page like I just showed you. If you have any more questions, email me, and I'll see you in the next module. And if I haven't said it, or you haven't heard it today yet, remember to stay sexy, my friends.